and other stage pieces, plus 35 songs, plus 7 sets of ballet music, 8 duets or ensembles for voice and orchestra, and 58 arias, of which 8 are for bass, 1 for alto, 11 for tenor, and 38 for soprano. He composed 61 symphonies, including symphonic movements, 24 serenades and divertissements, 19 wind ensembles, 15 marches, 219 dances, including 56 German dances, 58 contradances, and 105 ordinary dances, 23 keyboard concertos, 10 concertos for strings, and 16 for wind, 27 string quartets, 6 string quintets, plus a large number of other works I find it difficult to classify. An exceptionally large number of these survive in autograph, that is, in Mozart's handwriting throughout. This was neat, legible, careful, and exceptionally accurate. He very rarely made any kind of mistake, and when he did, he noticed it. In the autograph manuscripts of his clarinet concerto, he went astray twice, but corrected it in a sheet pinned to the score. Thus, though Mozart composed his works, including fully orchestrated ones, with exceptional rapidity, they were careful, deliberate, and polished. But very few were published in his lifetime. The music publishing industry expanded enormously in the decade after his death. Of the 23 piano concertos, for example, only 7 were published while Mozart was alive and able to proof-correct them, but all except 1 survive in autograph. All the trouble over playing Mozart accurately arises from incompetent but insolent editors, especially early ones in Leipzig, needlessly inserting bad bowing marks and so on. Tovey, who had the bitter experience of conducting Mozart, wrote, "Every well-known orchestral conductor of Mozart's requires some 8 hours' work with a blue pencil to remove the geological deposits of officious stupidity from the band parts." Hence, the notion of the Mozart tragedy has to be seen in the context of a huge volume of work, most of the highest quality, with virtually all the masterpieces surviving in Mozart's own hand. The truth is, he started earlier than anyone else and was still composing on his deathbed. Those 30 years were crammed with creation. That he started so early was largely due to his father. Leopold Mozart, born 1718, died 1787, from Augsburg in Bavaria, the son of a bookbinder, was a well-educated man with a degree in philosophy who had come to Salzburg in his late teens and joined its musical fraternity as a valet instrumentalist. Salzburg, the seat of a ruling prince-archbishop, is often described as a cultural backwater in Mozart's day. However, it swarmed with musicians, for 9 major churches as well as the cathedral, and it had choirs and orchestras plus collegiate foundations that also employed professionals. Most were badly paid, and when Leopold joined the archbishop's household, he naturally ate at the valet's table. He was lucky to marry into a fairly good family, though his wife had no large dowry or expectations. But he was industrious, able, and ambitious. He loved music, and became one of the most learned musicologists of his day. He specialized in the violin, and his Versuch einer gründlichen Violinschule, published the year of Mozart's birth, is not only a handbook of instruction, but a theoretical work that made him well known in musical circles throughout Europe. He seems to have decided that his own musical future was limited, and his efforts centered on his children. Nannerl, under his instruction, became a first-class performer on the harpsichord, later the pianoforte, and was taught by him to compose. He found Wolfgang an even more apt pupil, and by 1760, when the boy was 4, his father decided to concentrate on bringing him out and virtually gave up composing and performing himself. He soon came to the conclusion that he had fathered a genius. Indeed, being a highly religious man, that he was responsible for a gift of God to music. He regarded Wolfgang's